What is going on, everyone? Happy Saturday. We got big UFC fights. I want to try to make this a thing because I'm a huge UFC fan. Whenever there's a big UFC fight night, pay-per-view, whatever, I'm going to be doing a UFC video where I get to talk about the fights a little because I love the UFC and I'm excited. So tonight you got UFC 274, Oliveira versus Gaichi. I'm just going to give some predictions for the main card. Starting it off to kick off the card, you got Joe Lozon and Donald Cerrone. That's like fan service, amazing matchup. Fight that means absolutely nothing for these two guys and their career and their legacy. Both, in my opinion, are legends, even though, you know, they've been gatekeepers for their whole career, but they always come to fight. You gotta respect it. Joe Lozon hasn't fought in like 3 years. You know, some of my earliest memories of the sport are watching Joe Lozon and Jim Miller just beating the hell out of each other. And a lot of respect for Joe Lozon, Cerrone as well. You know, Cerrone would never... There you go. That's a cool insert. Cerrone never backs down from a fight. You gotta give him it. He has, I think, the most fights in UFC history. So that's really impressive. And you know what? You can't not fight for 3 years, come back and fight a guy like Cerrone. And Cerrone, the thing with Cerrone is he fights too much. With Miesha Tate, see, I'm in love with Miesha Tate. Like, I think she's insanely beautiful. And Miesha, if you're watching this, let's link up. I know you got a kid now, and I think you're married, but hey, you know what? Does your husband have 1,000 subs on YouTube? I don't think so. So yeah, I'm looking for a really good 3-round scrap. I think Cerrone's gonna edge him out. And brings us to our next fight. Speaking of legends that love to scrap, you got Mauricio Shogun. Shogun, one of my favorites of all time, former UFC champ. Get to watch him back in action against OSP, but OSP just too young, too fresh. I think they fought already, if I'm not mistaken, and OSP knocked him out. Don't see this one going much different. We got a welterweight. We got Matt Brown. See, Matt Brown, another scrappy legend. They're just you know, perfect timing. Again, Matt Brown, Cerrone, Lozon, Shogun, they're from a era that's just about over, where in the UFC it would just be like, you'd be the best fighter if you were just the toughest guy, like Chuck Liddell. Now it's, you know, a lot different. The sport's evolved. You got to be good at every single sport. You got to be a super athlete. Chimaev, base card, not a rookie this time around. Masvidal, lost a lot of respect for that guy after that whole Colby Covington incident. But yeah, I don't see Shogun winning. I think OSP will finish him again, and that'll be it. He'll call it a career. Shogun, I hope he doesn't get knocked out. I hope he puts up a fight, goes the distance. And, you know, I'll be rooting for him to win, but again, long shot. Let's see. We got featherweight Giga Chikadze. You never know, man. This guy could be the champ someday. He could be the champ someday. How old is he? Chikadze, it doesn't even tell you. Why doesn't it even give you their age? Nothing, like, about them on these cards. But a lot of potential for this guy. And then we got our next fight. So, I think Shogun's getting knocked out. I hope he doesn't. I hope he wins. Hope he at least goes out on top. Maybe goes the distance. Walks with his head held high. But, yeah. Let's go to the next fight. We got Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson. So they're giving Tony Ferguson the BJ Penn treatment, where the guy is just like, you know, he was great, but he's not what he used to be. Been through a bit too many wars, taken too many shots. And I actually didn't open the last pack of that first box. So yeah, just taking too many shots, too much wear and tear. It's pretty clear his best days are over, unfortunately. But anyway, we love her. There, Rose Namajunas, our main event fight. Well, not co-main event fighter of this event. But so We got Chandler Ferguson. This reminds me of when they put BJ Penn against Frankie for the third time. Here's our main event fighter. And just really didn't go very well for him. See the same thing happening here. Tony Ferguson, unfortunately, over the hill fighter. Hasn't been able to recover from that beating that Gaichi gave him. Has just looked awful. Don't think this is the right fight for him. They should have given him an easier fight, a tune-up fight, something he could win. Michael Chandler, just too young, hits too hard. He's just game. He's going to go in there and really beat the crap out of Tony Ferguson. I'm hoping it's not a knockout again. I love Tony Ferguson. I hate seeing guys I love getting knocked out, but again, I think Michael Chandler, he really needs a win bad, and he's going in there he's going for blood, man. He's hungry. He's still young. He knows this is make or break for his career. We got a middleweight silver, Kevin Holland. I would have liked this was a rookie Kevin Holland silver because I think he's got some potential. He dropped down a weight class and he looked pretty good in his last fight. So yeah, I'm thinking Michael Chandler's knocking him out really badly. Hope I'm wrong, but sometimes when you gamble, you got to go with your head over your heart. Corey Sandhagen, Hermanson, Brock Lesnar, and TJ Dillashaw bonus machines. So that'll bring us, to our co-main event, our two championship fights. In Chandler Ferguson, if you could take Chandler in the distance, that's what I'll be doing. Now we got Rose and Esparza. See, I'm looking at the betting line here. It's closer than I thought. You'd think Rose would be a big favorite because she's just been looking so good lately. Beat Weili Zhang again, and just has been just improving every time she steps into the octagon. And you got to wonder why this is so close. You got Esparza, who has won like some close split decisions. Hasn't been, amazing, but she's only a plus 155 underdog. I know she beat Rose, but that was a while ago. They're not the same fighters they were. We got a green, silver Prizm fireworks of Kamaru Usman, Marty Fake Newsman, so they call him. The Nigerian Nightmare, in my opinion, the best fighter in the world right now. Beautiful card, Prizm, green, fireworks, Kamaru Usman. And so, yeah, I'm going, something's not right. I look at the eye test, something's not right with this betting line. I'm going to take Esparza with the upset. Rose should be a bigger favorite. Something's up. Maybe they just know it's a bad matchup for Rose. I'm going to take Esparza. I'm going to take Esparza with the upset. So there you have my upset pick. And that takes us to our main event, Oliveira versus Gaichi. If you watch my other UFC video where I open Prizm, I'm so bullish on Oliveira. I think he is the best lightweight in the world. He's finally at that age of 32 where he's been around the block, but still young enough. And here we go. Corey McKenna, rookie, Max Holloway, and our last card, Francis Ngannou, throwback. And so, yeah, I'm looking, Gaichi is a great fighter. Gaichi, do I even need to sleeve this? Gaichi is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he's championship material. I don't. Oliveira, he's a throwback, jiu-jitsu specialist. He's probably going to get hit in the fight. There might be some scary moments for him, but I just think second round, he's taking Gaethje's back and submitting him. The odds makers seem to be always underestimating Oliveira. He's only a minus 160 favorite. I would have put him at like minus 300. I think he's winning. I think he's winning kind of easily. And I think he's going to be champ for a while. I think he'll have a couple defenses under his belt. I think he beats Makhachev. I think he beats Khabib if he comes back. That's just how much confidence I have in this guy. So my best bet of the night would be Oliveira. and Esparza. If you could take those I really like those two bets. I'll be betting them myself. And also, if you guys use this app called Verdict, I use it with some of my friends. It's like a free app. You just give your predictions for the UFC. You can see what your friends picked. If any of you guys use Verdict, you could add me at DGenRips. Just see my predictions and stuff. It's kind of fun. You know, no plug or anything. They're not telling me to say that, but it's a fun app. So, thank you all so much for watching. That's my predictions. UFC 274. I really hope you enjoy. Let's go on eBay, see what these cards go for, because this is an expensive product. Let's see if we made our money back. Thank you all so much. I'm out. Peace.
DJ rips with his fingertips. He'll go broke by the end.